It's magical.
It is magical. And now that is so cool to see it like all together, because you and I have been working on like each have our part in doing all that, and to see everything together for the presentations this year is so cool. I mean, just the variety and the amount of presentations that we have, and I really think the quality of people is like really cool.
Yeah, the artwork is really, as we keep saying, magical. We can't express that enough
I
because
know, I know.
they all have their own unique art, and it's just wonderful to be able to share that with our viewers and newcomers, because we do get a lot of newcomers.
Yeah, yeah.
So just real excited about the whole thing. And as you saw on the when we were looking at the video, what's great about it is one part of it is when they register, they're going to get an amazing, amazing 136-page ebook from Maximo Lara, which is
And
a
this
master. Oh,
this so so he's a master weaver. You want to go on with that,
yeah,
because he he's a master
he
weaver.
is. He is
Yeah.
a master weaver, and he's from Peru. And his work is absolutely outstanding. And during his presentation, he's going to be talking a bit about his work, also giving examples of what he does. The great thing about his ebook that he generously donated,
Yes, huge.
it talks about his life and how he's come about doing this. It's like generations. The other part is that he puts samples of his work and the meaning of his pieces. Amazing, really
It is.
amazing.
It is. It's so extremely thoughtful and well done. And um, if you don't get just inspiration just from that one thing, I mean, it is incredible. It's
Well, I know that a couple of people wrote and they said, the ones that have already registered and received it, we have a felter that said, "Oh, this gives me inspiration on doing more felting, needle felting, like wool art and stuff like that."
right, right.
Really.
I think that is, we see you, we love you too. We don't know who you are, Facebook user. Could you tell us who you are? Sometimes when you pop in from Facebook, it doesn't let us know who you are. It just says Facebook user. But, I want to talk about a little bit about the presentations, and like, why are we even doing this? Why are we even bringing this to everybody? And the key point that you just hit on, Adele, was that it is to give us artists, all of us, inspiration, because we don't have to stay stuck in the same medium and just study the same medium. You find much more growth and much more inspiration by viewing other artists and doing other things. And I think for both of us, that was a key ingredient, and something. Oh, thank you, Lori. And key ingredient of why we're even doing the presentations, because we want to broaden everybody's scope of understanding. So you can be a creator or you can be a collector, and they will both be you will reap so much from these presentations. We've worked really super hard this year to make them so incredible for you guys. And needless to say, we're very excited about them.
Well, and also to add to that is when they're looking at the presentations, on many of them, they show not only their work, but they show the process, which, can give you some ideas of, okay, I can possibly learn that and use it with what I already have. So you keep building your craft.
Right. And trying different materials with your
That's
work.
true, yeah.
And there's so many different things that I'm like, wow, I bet, because I'm mostly fiber textile and with clay, and I'm like, I bet I could use that. And that's happened to me. I've actually done that. Brought in wax from metal sculpting into my clay work, and you would never know unless unless you're exposed to it. And so
Yeah.
I think that is the really exciting part of this whole thing.
Yep, and learning new techniques, because then we have we have even our online classes, they're bringing in new techniques. Now those classes that
Yes,
are being offered, they haven't been offered anywhere else. So what
right,
you learn there, it's new. So that's exciting too with the online classes. You know, just keeps
right.
adding.
And our teachers have worked very hard to bring something unique, but something unique to them too, which is really cool. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly. Well, we are just the first day is just going to be amazing. We have well, besides our guest speaker,
Yes.
Max Clara, which is very exciting, and then we
Yes.
have another a special guest throughout. Well, like the middle of the summit, we have another one coming in, Midoriya Evans. So
Yes.
we are trying to give you a big, rounded art
Yes.
experience.
Yes, definitely. And also on our talk show that we will have every day,
Yes.
we have 3 guest speakers from different mediums. So this is going to be very exciting. Very, very exciting.
Yes, I think so. I'm looking forward to those. You know,
I know.
you know
They're,
the broadcast.
they're going to be just live. So we're just coming on with them. We're not sending
Yeah.
any questions. We're just like, we're just coming in and see
Yeah,
what
it was kind of funny. One of them asked me, he says, "Well, are you sending me anything for me to go by?" I said, "Nope, we're
nope.
just gonna go for it."
We're just going to go for it. I think it's going to be really fun and really spontaneous. And who knows what path will come down? It's going to be great.
You never know. So we're gonna kind of go over a few of the
Ah,
special things that are going to be happening, and I'll put one up here that we can talk about. We are very excited about this one.
yes.
All right,
Yes.
yes. This is Thomas Doyle, and Thomas is a musician and songwriter, and he created for us for this year a song and words to go with it that is titled "Capture the Magic." Well, when we heard it, we could not believe how he put everything together, and really amazing. Wait until you hear it. It is. We're so excited about it.
And Adele, I mean, for us, putting this together, it took us like we had to step back a moment to think that somebody is so excited about what we're doing that they're actually taking time to
Yes.
to actually write a song for us.
I know. I was so surprised. I was so surprised. And Thomas is so excited about the summit. And he also is doing another piece for us later on well, towards the end. And it's
Mm-hmm.
a special one to close out the show. So we're beyond excited about Thomas being here with us.
I know. Yeah, yeah.
And
It's
I don't know if he's coming in or if he's going to hear this, but thank
yeah.
you so much.
We're excited. Yeah, definitely. Yes, yes. Okay, and then I live in the southwest area of the country and grew up in Colorado. And the Native American beadwork has always been super interesting to me. So I have put together a presentation for you guys for the Indians, Native Americans of the Plains and the Plateau area, which kind of goes up the center of the United States area. And I stuck with items that they use and still use today to carry things. And it there was I did a lot of research, and there's a little demo in there which I think you guys will find really interesting. But just the intricacy and the, I'm going to say, devotion that they bring to their beadwork is um, just so phenomenal. And to take that type of, they're using beads, and to bring such beauty to everyday items is just really wonderful.
Well, it's really a great presentation, especially for those beaters out there. You've got beaters and weavers and, bead
Yes.
weaving. They're
Yes.
gonna love it. It's so
Yes.
interesting how far back, people have been beading. I mean,
Yes. Right. And it even I even have somebody talking a little bit about the history of beads. So
yeah,
it'll
yeah,
be it'll be fun. It'll be
yeah,
really fun.
it
Yeah.
will be fun. It will be fun. The next one we have is Brad Smith. Brad does these amazing furnitures. He creates them, he designs them, he makes them, he picks out all the wood, and he uses a lathe, an axe handle lathe from the 1920s. And wait until you see how he works that machine to make this beautiful art furniture. It's really unbelievable, and his work is just magnificent. And I'm looking forward to everybody seeing what he has to offer.
And I think that is the one of the overall essence of all these presentations. It is we have looked at so many various different artists and art forms, and really are bringing to you people who are really masters in their craft. Um,
Yeah,
and and like you said, that he uses a lathe from the what did you say the
1920s. He yeah,
1920s,
yeah.
and that is someone who is entrenched in what they're doing and doing it for the sake of the art.
And he does it well. He makes
Yes.
a living at it. His wife is involved in it, and I mean, his furniture, he does custom work, and then he has his trademark stools made out of, axe handles, and you think an axe handles, wait until you see them. 'em,
Yeah.
they're beautiful. They're
Yeah.
just beautiful. So glad that he's with us.
And then we have Laura Bauman, and her pieces are really interesting. You guys are going to love this. So this is knotted sculptural tapestry. So what the heck does that mean? So if you look at this image right here, each one of those little sections has been hand knotted. So those are a combination of knots in her piece. So each little piece is like one little knot in there. So she shows a little bit of how she does it at the beginning, and then it is work of her tapestries, which are so exquisite and free form. And again, here is somebody who has taken not tying to such a master level, and you will just love her pieces. And she's a spunky chick, so you're going to really love her. She's going to be so much fun.
Her work is beautiful. I was looking at, a couple of her pieces, and they're just wow. I mean, the amount of I mean, we're patient, but the amount of patience
Right.
to do all
And
that dotting.
we're talking massive
Oh, yeah.
pieces, and just think about tying one little knot at a time to create massive. So it's years and months worth of work to create what she does.
Unbelievable.
But then they're just not flat, they're sculptural too. So I mean, just again, another master in her
Yeah,
craft.
they're beautiful. They're dimensional. They're absolutely gorgeous. And then we have Mioria Sabar. Unbelievable, funky, artsy hats.
They are so much fun.
They
Yeah.
are, and he's a costume designer, and he's a painter. He does a little bit of everything, but he has zoned in on making these amazing hats, and he'll replicate anything like creatures from the sea. It could be food, uh, anything, plants. But he does such an amazing job on these, and they're fascinators. From what I can see, most of them are fascinators, but they make a statement when you walk into a room.
Yes. And I so love like the whimsy, just the whimsy, and but how beautifully, like if you just look at this image, look at the veining in the trunks of each of these little flower petals. I mean, it's just, just phenomenal. It's breathtaking.
It is breathtaking, and it's his imagination. Um, when I was doing the video, I was looking at it and I'm going, okay, so he decided to make a hat out of an avocado. Okay, who would think that? And the
Right.
way the pieces that he put together to make it look so unbelievable real. I mean, it's you're going to be amazed when you see his work.
It
It's
is. It is. It's yeah. It's so beautiful. And
yeah,
that's the thing. An avocado on your head and it's beautiful. I
it
mean,
is.
beautiful. Yeah.
I don't know. We'd have to see if we could walk around with an avocado on our heads. But no, they're so artfully done. I mean,
It's so
who
beautiful.
anyway,
Yeah.
people have there's so much, that's the thing. There's so many artists out there that we do not know.
Right.
And this is great when we search out for new artists to come into the summit so we can give them great. I mean, he's from Israel. I mean, who
Right.
would ever go to Israel?
Right.
Whoever would have thought about that?
Right.
He's just wonderful. I'm really pleased that we have him here with us. So,
And then
go ahead, Leslie.
that's okay. We have Dawn Lombard who does glass and metal. And I love her work because she actually uses a powder to create her glass pieces. And then her training is in metal smithing. And so her pieces they are, each one is such a work of art. And how she accomplishes it is just amazing.
It is, it really is. And also, Dawn was generous enough to send us a video of her process, which is really wonderful to see.
Yes. Yes.
The other thing, too, is how she puts her colors together and the metals together. I mean, really beautiful, beautiful.
Yes.
It's beautiful work.
And I think that's one of the most interesting things because there's there's always such a backstory behind each artist and how they create, why they create it and then how they create it.
Right.
Yeah, each one of these is like fascinating just on that part.
Let me check and see if we have. I know we see people coming in. Sometimes it takes a little while before we see your comments,
Yep.
but
So
please feel free to come in and say hi if you have any questions. That's what we're here for. And we like to answer those.
yeah, we love to talk about everything. So
Oh, so I did manage to find some time to do a video, and this is it has to do with my wildlife photography that I do. And just wanted to show you a bit of what some of my pieces, and it's all about visual arts. So I'm excited to be able to share that journey with you. And it is walking on the wild side.
it is, and these photographs are just, Adele, I will say, there is such a connection with the animal. Everything is so beautifully done, just
Thanks.
beautifully done. Yeah.
Thanks, Leslie. Yeah, it's a real, for me, it's a real treat to be able to do this and take my camera and go take pictures. I love that. I love it.
Yeah.
My favorite thing to do.
And it shows too. I mean, it shows in what you're capturing. I mean,
Yeah.
it really does. Yep.
Well, I haven't showed you the video because I want you to be.
I know.
Oh, so many things that we have to share with you, ladies and gentlemen. Hopefully, someone out there.
And so this is Kat Bethna, and she started her artistic journey not so long ago, and she started with wrapped rocks. And you guys are, I think many of you familiar with wrapped rocks. And so she takes from Aboriginal, African, and and even Asian influences to create these beautiful wrapped rocks. And she has become so enthralled with doing these that she is now designing her own knots to create these. So it's it's an ever evolving process in what she's doing. And so she lives in Colorado and actually collects her rocks from Colorado too, which is, I think, really a wonderful thing, and then shows at a gallery there. So her pieces are just exquisite, and I said, ever expanding too.
Well, I love the simplicity of her art. It is so clean and so zen. Maybe that's a
Yes,
that
yes,
very zen. Leslie,
yes,
Leslie,
yes.
we have a guest.
Who? Who could it be?
I
Who
don't know. Let me
could it be?
let's check
I
this
love
out.
guests.
Whoa! It's
Hey,
Oh,
hey,
oh, we see you.
hey.
We see you.
Oh,
Ellen.
hi. I've been bird watching,
Oh,
looking for the rare felted bird.
Oh, and it is a rare one. And
Rare bird. Rare
my
bird.
goodness.
Yes.
Can you hear them chirping, Leslie?
I can hear them chirping. And Ellen, you have a plethora of
I
felted
do.
birds.
And you know, people are always surprised at the size of my work.
Yes.
So I want to show you this. This is the vessel that I'll
Wow.
be using. So
And-
this is the tree trunk, and it's a vessel. It's it's like a lidded jar, and this is the bird. Now everyone can choose what kind of bird that they want to create. So I've created quite a few. And so people do have to go bird watching before they take my class. So they know what kind of bird they're going to create.
And I so love the vessel part of it.
Unbelievable.
I love that they're learning so many different felting, but then so many different techniques within that felting.
Right.
This is phenomenal.
So we've got Nuno felting on the leaves. I've used viscose on the nests to give it that nice little luster, and then that's cut. And we're of course doing learning how to do a 3-dimensional piece with a resist form, and just lining out all the colors and the birds. So
Unbelievable. Yes. I didn't realize they were that big. But because I'm great that you're showing them.
Yeah, and then they stay on because there's what I call the belly button, and it captures the inside and the outside of the vessel.
Nice.
So it fits right there like a lid.
Yeah.
Amazing. Those are amazing. So
go ahead. Go ahead, Adele. You go first.
No, I was just wondering, how's your bird watching going?
Well, I think I found a few.
Oh, okay.
Well, and I can see here that you can make like the orange bird, the third one in. You can make like a striated type of vessel. I mean, so there's so many options.
So that was my bird. Well, the first one I did was just a tree. What we would typically think of as a tree. And then I started playing with it because if someone wanted to make a very loud, colorful bird, maybe that tree would be a little bit too nature oriented and they wanted to go flamboyant. So I went with a orange birch tree.
Yes.
So I experimented with different kinds of trees.
I love that. So it really is up to the student to choose how exuberant they want to be with.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well,
that's so fantastic.
Well, thank you for coming, Ellen. I know you were bird watching.
Yeah, I'm gonna see what else I can find. Inspiration is everywhere.
It is everywhere. Yes.
And what's the name of your class?
What is it, Leslie?
Tree chop tweets.
Yes, say that 3 times fast.
I know. It's real wild to say it.
Thank you for stopping by.
Thanks a lot.
All right. Thank you, Ellen. I'm glad
you, Ellen.
Take care.
Yay. This is going to be so fun. Yay.
That was great. That was fun.
That is great. I love that. These are going to be so much fun. And then again, like, we keep saying is more exposure to doing different things and to seeing different things. just helps us as artists just grow by, curiosity. Like how can I make that work in my work? What can I do with that?
I know. I just love her work, and like I said, I've been looking at this, doing the ads, and I'm going, I didn't realize that were
I
there.
did not realize that either. I know, it's great.
So
It's
they're
so
going to have a blast in that class.
Yes.
They really
Yeah.
are.
It's going to be so wonderful.
Okay, Leslie, you're
Right.
on.
So I, of course, love research, love looking at everything. And so I thought it would be so much fun to bring in fashion in fairy tales. So this is a presentation that I have done for you. And I went searching for different fairy tales and how couture fashion has brought them in to their world. And it is really fun. There I have a whole plethora of princesses, of different fairy tales. You guys, this is going to be so much fun. And again, here, so much inspiration and ideas for you guys to bring into your own work. And maybe even into what you're personally wearing. Who knows?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's really amazing how artists or anybody, costume makers, will take something like that and make it their own. And it
Yes.
still has that feel of whatever
Yes.
Alice in
Yes.
Wonderland,
Right.
Red Riding Hood, whatever they do.
Right.
It's really amazing.
It's really fun. So think traditional fairy tales and then what couture artists have done with them. It's a really fun presentation. And
It is.
there's a lot out there, man, there's some out there that you're going, is that really Red Riding Hood? Well, yeah, I guess it is. So,
And here we have Greg Ortiz. He's a doll artist, and not just a doll artist. He does beautiful limited editions. He has worked with Disney and has done limited editions of like Olive Oil and who else? I think Mickey Mouse as well. And he's
yes.
going to be one of the interviewers that we'll be talking to during the summit, which we're absolutely thrilled to have him.
Yes.
And there's also his presentation to talk about his pieces that he's created.
Yes. So we get him a whole bunch, which is so nice. And you guys will just love, love, love him. He has the biggest heart.
He does.
Is so kind and has such a gentle spirit about him and then he's this incredible artist on top of it. So
well, he is, and I'm telling you, when I contacted him and started, I mean, he was all in. What do you need? I'll send it. Whatever. He just he loves to share his work and his passion, which we love that to share with viewers.
And again, an incredible master artist, Greg. Yeah,
he is an incredible artist.
And okay, Eloise, you guys, this will be really, talk about techniques to bring into your work. She has done two things for us. We have a presentation on her work, and she uses oil paints and cold wax mixed together to create these really stunning, colorful, beautiful paintings. And then she was generous enough to also send us a demo. And this demo that she will be presenting for us is incredible. So we get to see how she does it, and then we get to see her final product. And Eloise is so excited to be with us this year. And we are just so loving that she was so, again, generous with what she sent us. Her work is gorgeous. And, you think that you're creating in two-dimensional with these pieces, but this technique can easily be taken to a three-dimensional object.
Well, it's beautiful. Her work is abstract, but
Yes.
it is the way she lays her colors and gets her composition going. It's really wonderful pieces that she is going to be showing in her, presentation. Really
Yes.
excited to have her.
And I think that's a key point too, is as you guys are watching these presentations, really take out paper and pencil and write down, inspiration or notes for yourself so that you can really bring this into your own life and into your own work.
That's right. Yeah. Well, as we move from being abstract, now we have another presentation that is very detailed
Mm.
pencil art. This is Bonnie Snowden, and she is also one of our artists that we'll be interviewing, and her work is phenomenal. Yes, that's all pencil.
I know it's
Details, details, details.
and,
Beautiful.
and you guys, pencil, really.
I know.
If you didn't know better, you would think these were photographs. They are, like you said, we have the extreme of abstract and we have the extreme of realistic, which is just incredible. I mean, it's just so beautiful.
Yeah, I absolutely love her work, and
Yes.
and every time here's the thing, I've been following her for a while, and even myself, I've noticed her progression. As good as she is, she's just getting better.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Unreal.
amazing, isn't it? Yeah, and her presentation is, you guys are just, again, and her interview with us again, she's going to be like, come on in, let's just talk. So
Yeah.
going to be so, and she's again a really delightful, wonderful personality.
She's very giving, and really, really wants artists to succeed, to learn this
Yes.
fine art, because she calls it fine art. It is fine art. I mean,
It
it's
is. Yeah.
beautiful.
Yeah. And then we have Carol Ginotella, and this work is assemblage. And Carol has a very interesting story to how she got to this point, which she had some severe health problems, and she is stabilized in her health, but still deals with these chronic conditions. But also, I love how she has taken these parts of her life, of worn and maybe discarded pieces, and then put them together to create these beautiful pieces of artwork by assembling all these different widgets and wonkets and pieces, and to create, like you said, Adele, beautiful, fine art. And so you will love her presentation, and there is a bit of her story in the presentation and also of her philosophy.
It's
So
really, really beautiful. It's like found objects that she puts together, and then not necessarily big objects. It could be small pieces. Really beautiful work.
Yes. So, and that is, a key point also, that the people that we are bringing in have, I'm going to even say, more than a passion towards what they're doing. They are living these lives. They are truly living as artists and really bringing their best to all of you, which is, how fortunate that they're willing to do it with us, and that they're coming in, and that we can actually bring this to you guys.
Yeah.
So Adele and I are grateful for each and every one of them, and then beyond excited that we get to bring them and share them with you.
Yeah, we are thrilled, and and the time is just ticking. I keep looking at the calendar and going, oh my God,
I know.
Here.
I remember us talking, in January, going, and now boom, it's like 2 weeks away. So we are on it. We are on it.
Yes. And this is Lynn Doyle. This is Thomas Doyle's wife. She is also an artist, and she does these wonderful, and she starts out with digital, and she converts it to on canvases, stretch canvases, and she does painting over it. And on top of that, she does all of this amazing beading on this canvas, and they're not little. They're not little. But the dimension that she gets with the beads and the shading, she's got more beads 10 lifetimes. But both of them, Lynn and Thomas Doyle, are artists all the way. Their whole house is full of music and art. And wait until you see her presentation, and she talks a little bit about her method and how she comes about doing all of these beautiful pieces.
And again, mixed media, bringing in different elements to create something so fantastic. And again, like I said, you watch these and you will love the art and just the story behind the art. But then as an artist creating art, you will also love the different techniques. And there's a lot of learning to go in these presentations.
Right. And there's which will not show on the presentation, but when I met her, she was telling me that she wants to go do public pieces, more bigger pieces. And how she stepped into that now is she takes her art, converts it to vinyl, and the vinyl is wrapped around these electrical boxes
Yes.
in Florida. So
Yeah.
we were in the car, and she goes, "Oh, there's one of my pieces." It was on an electrical box. I was like, "Wow, look at that!"
I love that. I so love that story. And I love that artists are bringing their work publicly. I was going to say a note with Carol Ginotella did the same thing. She used to do computer imaging work, but computer imaging work, like, when you're driving down the highway and there is the big concrete, walls,
Yes.
she was part of the process of designing pieces or artwork for that concrete. So, I mean, you never know where your art's going to go or where it's going to be.
No,
So
not at
it's
all. Yeah.
endless. I mean, it's thinking outside the box and wow, I never thought of that. Maybe I can do that. I think
Yeah.
that's great.
And I think
Yeah.
that's what's so nice about the presentations. It's like
Yeah.
it helps you expand. I mean, we're so focused on what we like to do. It's like, oh,
Right. And, for the collectors out there, being able to see like the story behind and what goes into these people and being even exposed to them, because like we do collect a certain type of art and we do certain types of art, but seeing like this will just broaden everybody's brain.
I think so.
And then we have Loretta Miller, and Loretta creates Santas and witches. And because we're in October, I thought this witches would be so fun for you guys to see. Now, these are so much fun. They are whimsical. They are delightful. Her sculpting and the expression on the faces are they're just delightful. So we have a beautiful collection of her witches, which you guys will so enjoy.
Well, they make me laugh. They're so funny.
They're so great.
They're all of them. I mean, it was just I kept looking at the witches and I went, "Aren't they? Oh, that one's cute. Oh no, this is cute."
I know. And just like the expression on their faces is like that, it just takes you right in. It just captures you so much. You guys, this will be so fun for you guys.
It's going to be fun.
Yes.
Let's see here. I think we have this one here too. Okay, this is the artist gallery. This is an accumulation of different artists that are going to be showcasing their work. And we're real excited about this one, and you'll be able to see a little bit of everything here. There's a bunch of them. You're just going to have to see the presentation and really be in awe of the artwork that is being produced out there.
It is magical. I mean, just to see the variety and like again the mastership of each. I mean, each one of these presentations, these people are, I know I keep saying this, but they're masters in their field. I mean, it blows me away that there's this much art out there and this much art that we can bring to everybody. It's exciting. So cool. Yeah.
Well, Gail Crossman Moore is a multimedia designer, and she does a bit of jewelry, but what she does, bringing all this multimedia in here, it's I, I can't say enough. She does earrings, necklaces, bracelets, but how she puts it together and the different materials that she uses, it is just going to be, you're going to love it. And she talks a little bit about her work as well. And wait until you see she goes from doing nautical pieces to funky pieces. So it's just a big array of jewelry that she creates.
Yes, and this to me has been super inspiring to me. I love her work. It's going to be a big surprise for you guys.
Yes, it is. Yes, it
The way that
is.
it comes about. It is, and the pieces are stunning. They are so beautiful. So it's the surprise behind this that
Yes,
you're going to
yes.
find really, really fun.
Yeah, she is she's a full-time artist as well. That's what she does, but she does shows and everything, but her work is beautiful, just
Yep,
beautiful.
it really is.
And like you said, they've become a master of their
Yep,
own work, which
yep,
is
yep.
really amazing.
And this gal's work is
Oh,
so just
love it.
exquisite. I mean, just exquisite, figurative artist, Renata. And just, I mean, just looking at these two pieces, you can see her thoughts and how she puts things together. The balance of her work is exquisite. Her sculpting is exquisite. Just the whole presentation is just so wonderful. And talk about inspiration here.
Oh, and she is very generous. She sent some wonderful mini tutorials that are included in the presentation, and generous, generous, generous
Yes.
artist. And her work is another artist that I have been following. And again, it was good back then, and it really is good now. And it's
I
even
know. And I think that is something that these presentations bring to everybody is, um, you know, the possibility of growth and what you can do within your own medium
I
is
think so.
just incredible. Yep,
Yeah.
yep.
And we also have a lot of surprises, a lot of bonuses.
Oh, you guys, we we have a lot of bonuses coming for you guys. I mean, we can't even mention all of them, but you will find out. You will find out when you join us. There's a lot. Yes,
Yeah.
definitely.
Well, the bonus gifts are for the students that register, as well as the ones that register for the presentation. The ebook is just for our summit registration, the one that's 136 pages with Maximo's information on it. But it's everything that we are offering is just unbelievable. And we also had something very special come in from Maria Saraceno, remember?
Yes.
That's going to be going up either this weekend. It's another tutorial that she has generously given us to share with everybody. And it's a mini class that she's going to be offering later, but she wanted the summit attendees to have it at no charge. So it's really worth. It's beautiful what she's.
And her the way she presents her workshops, her classes, is in such great, beautiful detail. So anybody can do this. And
Yes.
for her to donate this to us, to you guys, is just shows what an artist she is, how passionate she is about her teaching and about her own personal work is just so thank you, Maria. That was so kind. It's very
Yeah. I really I think this being our third year, we have had a lot of artists step up and share more of themselves. And I tell you, everybody, it's a win-win for everyone when we do this, you know.
Yeah, it is.
So, and we have other things that will be coming along the week that, well, Leslie and I will be doing broadcasts every morning to
Yes.
give you a heads up what's coming.
It's our talk show.
Our talk shows. Yes.
Talking up.
Yeah, yeah. By the end of the 5 days, y'all are like, go away.
Oh, yeah, we're tired. And we're punchy by the end, so we don't know what we'll be saying. So
Yeah, but we'll be meeting up in a couple of weeks in Florida, so that's a lot of fun because
it is.
then we're side by side.
Yes, I know.
We are side by side here, but in different
But
places.
I know you won't be able to wait. So yeah, it'll be so much fun. So yeah, so this is just the tip of the iceberg. So the presentations, you know, if you sign up for the presentations, like Adele said, you'll get Maximo's incredibly beautiful ebook. I mean, whoa. I mean, so the first 200 to sign up for that will get that in the presentations, and then bonuses, talk shows. You guys, we got it. We're on it. We are giving you as much as you can take.
And we do raffles. We're doing raffles this year.
Oh yeah, we're doing raffles too. Oh yeah, we're doing raffles. Yeah, definitely.
So please help spread the word. We have been marketing and putting information out. Teachers have been putting information out. It helps. I mean, we have worked a year on putting the summit together, and we do it because we're passionate about the art, and we want to bring so many wonderful artists to the forefront, give them more exposure, give more exposure for you girls and guys, and so. This is for you.
Right. So, it's for everybody. You know, we really work hard to encompass the creator as well as the collector. And bringing you guys all kinds of, like I said, we have scanned the globe, and we have people from around the world that you might not come across in your life. I mean, some of the people that Adele has brought in, I didn't know, and vice versa. And so we are working really super hard to bring you, like what I've said, the masters of the world. So the masters of the universe.
Yes, the masters of the universe.
So we are really working hard to bring as much beauty, inspiration, connection to you guys through art.
So the next time you will see Leslie and I will be on the opening of the summit, and so it won't be long.
So get ready. And you guys, if you have signed up for a class, be sure to get into your Facebook group. You would have received information in your welcome email that will be there, so you'll know how to get into the Facebook group. Your supply list is in the email, but it's also in your Facebook group under guides. So make sure that you're gathering your supplies so that you're ready to go.
Yep. We want you to be ready, and the teachers are ready. They're all excited.
They're ready.
Can't wait to welcome you. And in fact, they're jumping in and out of the Facebook group now.
Right
if you have any questions.
So if you guys have any questions about supplies or, anything, just reach out to them. They're there for you.
All right. So
all right, you guys.
Have a wonderful weekend, and we'll be seeing you soon.
Be seeing you soon. Get ready. Bye.